not completely look.
Yep.
Boy. I'm exhausted. So I'm self-conscious about how this is gonna go. Because I always want to do my best. And this is where I want to give it good. So but don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. So here we go. Despite super tired, let's do it. Also, it really helps is the a little speed up script. So much. Because I can just kind of like plainly deliver, and it gives the illusion that I'm actually super hyped, and I'm not. Not at all. Anyway. We need let's do VLC source directory. Get my chat up. I need to get my chat up. Alright. Now there is a small possibility that I will receive a phone call. In the event that that happens, stream will be muted. So I can do my yaub. Let's see. Let's start out with Chante. Start out with Chante. And we'll put the audio thing in the boot of the boot. We put the R7s on the boot. Okay, that should be it. Let's check that. Nice. Okay. This new mic situation I got going on is hilarious because no one can see it, but it's the most janky nonsense in existence. Anyway, I'm waiting for the my machine to be done running, so that'll almost be done. It's interesting with this, like, previously it was the blue that was just too much. And now this right here, just below the frame, is my new crazy... my new crazy audio setup. So the blue, which was just way too much in the most recent streams, has just gone to orange, which is not bad. It's not the worst. Still that backlight, which I like. Machine's doing its thing. Yeah. And we're about to go. It's about to happen. I believe. I believe. I heard her, like, man, what was it, 2 days ago was the first time I heard her, and it was just like... She's amazing. It's ridiculously good. There's some people arguing, like, Chante versus Mariah, and, the stuff that... Let me unplug this thing. The stuff that Chante sings is... It's not as damaging on the voice, but like by no means is it easy. So like I would love to do a Chante versus Mariah, but like I don't want to get killed. You know what I mean? because I'd prefer Chante. You know, but my wife is too young to be a widow. I'm not gonna incur the wrath of the lambs. Sounds like a Silence of the Lambs 2.0. Okay. This is we're just gonna keep this simple here. It's gonna be simple. That. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that went way too far. Way too far. All right, let's do this one at a time. Silly, silly, silly stuff. Okay. Let's see. So I have these clipped in advance. That. Is that really? Is that how that went? Is that how that went? Really? I didn't even say that's an intro. I didn't get to finish that. Who did these clips? An introduction. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so it is fine. It's just that comes up. All right. Okay. Get me worried there. And all right, next file. There's nothing to comment there. Ooh. Oh. Okay, rhythm section. It's worth mentioning that when you have movement of the hips and the shoulders, that it actually does a lot of good things for your breath. One of the things that can be very difficult and quite damning to a vocal thing, to singing, is when the torso is very, very tight, because all of a sudden you have to deal with the the larynx is going down because the back muscles are pulling down muscles that are connected to it. You have a hard time inhaling and managing an inhale because you're so stiff, and that means that the exhale is going to be bad. So I don't, Chante doesn't need to do things like this, but it's useful for other folks to know. You and I, just the two of us. You and I. Oh boy. Chante is 55 years old and has given birth to 2 10-pound babies, which has done damage to her body. Breathing and stamina, yet she looks and sounds like she's the same 35 years ago. Really? That's I don't. This might come as a shocker. I don't know much about childbirth. I both am not a bearer of children, and my wife and I don't want children. So, is 10 pounds a lot? Is that a lot? Sounds like it would be a lot, right? Okay, larger than normal macrosomic. All right. Yeah, I will say though, after you have kids, your voice gets pretty much, it gets way bigger, which you can kind of hear from her here versus when she was younger. I aspire at the age of 55 to be able to move like that. I can't move like that right now. Right? Anyway. Okay. I was really self-conscious of doing the stream being as like tired as I am. Nice. It's not fair that she's like an incredible singer, right? If she just stood there and sang, no one would complain. It'd be amazing. But instead, she goes and demonstrates that she's got moves. And so now I have to reconcile with the fact that I cannot shake my hips. That, for those of you who don't know, is a symptom of being. Chronically Caucasian. Is it tacky to say that there's merch down below this early in the video? Probably, but there's chronically Caucasian merch drop. Because I have no taste. I don't think I have it actually down. I don't think I have the link to the merch drop. RIP. Talk about an anti-timing, right? It's the holidays is when you drop merch, and I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna wait until afterwards because I don't like money. But you know, it is what it is. That's why I have a Yaub. So, there we go. Let's get that link in there for the merch drop. Let's see. Let's do that. This word. And yeah, all right, that'll work. Bill Baines. I gotta switch that, but whatever. All right. Let's see what we got. She got moves, man. Got moves. What was I over here? Forget. Ooh, I like that run a lot. Oh wow. So that's a pretty neato little sound there. Neato. Well, you know what? It's peachy keen. What I like about it is that she has her false folds in more of like a speaking position. In general, Chante kind of keeps them a little wider than what you would see from more pop singing today. She keeps them pretty wide, which gives you that lush sound. And then what she's doing is she kind of brings them a little closer together and raises the larynx, you know, just to kind of like be able to have a little bit more facility moving around in a run like that. And then she gradually opens up when she's on the higher note. It's beautiful. Oh, I need to label these. I I was thinking about maybe doing some of these off stream. Generally not my cup of tea. I made some silly stuff. All right. Let's see. Nope, not this one. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we're on Chante BET. Whoop. Whoop. This is about the hips, I think, this one. Oh. Oh. It's weird when I say, I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like I'm too square. You know, too square to do that kind of a thing, but here we are. Oops. Okay, there's that. Let me do this. What is this here? Nice. What's nice about having a talking head format is no one can see that like my hips are made of stone. I'm not like not moving them at all. It's dangerous. Yep, there we go. It's a really like that. The instrumental is there. She gives a show in this one too, you know what I mean? She gives a real good show. It's not enough that she's an amazing singer, right? Look at it, she got moves. Alright. How about this one? Ooh, there's the run. Okay. There she is. Okay. Okay. Now this is where I need to give a demonstration. Do now, do now, do now, do now. Yeah. So when you undo the thyroid cartilage tilt, right? If you this is the Adam's apple. Everyone has a thyroid cartilage, obviously just more pronounced with men. But if you can tilt that, which is where vibrato comes from, it'd be very difficult to move as quickly as if it were not tilted. And the reason being is that when you tilt the thyroid cartilage, the vocal folds are connected to it here. So it tilts and it stretches the vocal folds, which gives you a lot more power, makes them taut, right? And so they can handle a lot more breath pressure. In other words, you get louder. However, what you do miss is the ability to kind of go quickly in and out. So you na na. You hear that? Hear that? It's just a little bit harder. I'm speeding up my singing. This is bad. The vibrato sounds a little wanky. Wonky? Wanky? I don't even know. Okay. I should probably next time. I should probably separate the genres a little bit better. Because I know like R&B and gospel folks, are not necessarily. I mean, like I don't think anyone hates Mariah, but it's like I think if you're into like singers like Leandria Johnson or Chante, it's not like you. No, lambs are very intense, very intense. And I don't find that there's usually a lot of overlap between diehard Mariah fans and R&B and gospel. Don't know why. People need to I think fall in love with this music a bit more. It's phenomenal, and we're learning. I'm learning. How long is this one? Really? Not gonna give me those details? Not gonna give me the deets? Okay. Stuck in my head now. I love how she transitions later on. I really love it. It's miraculous. She's incredible. Stuck in my head. All right. Let's see. So that's where we were at there. Whoops. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. And then they just go to an intimate piano. Okay. That's sweet. Is that really where that goes? Is it where that goes? Let's see. Section, and then they. Ooh, nice. Still enjoyable. The fifth time around. Man, I'm really glad that I don't have like professional aspirations to be like like the best singer and to go that direction, because holy crap. Can you imagine like dealing with your ego? Like you have aspirations to be, a really great singer, but your ego is wrapped up in it, right? That's when things get terrible. I think it makes people worse when their egos get wrapped up into it. One of the things that I think I super respect about gospel singers is that or people who come from that background, the emphasis on singing being a community thing, and the fact that it's not about the singer, it's about a community, and it's about the spirituality, and it's about really a group thing that I can see. Obviously, I'm not like, I don't know that well, but from what I observe, right, it seems like a group thing. And so what you're doing is you're getting this kind of like selflessness, you're getting a realness from singing. And that I find breeds conviction, The delivery is almost always better. That's beautiful. Oh. Oh. That sweet horn section, and then they just go to an intimate piano. Okay. Oof. She's so good. She could just like, oh my god. Yeah, wow. One of the things that I really like here is she's giving emphasis to the consonants, which will, make the phrases a little bit different, different little flavor. But what she is also doing that I really like is she is, the breath stays consistent. the point of the exercise that everyone thinks they're beyond, right, is the idea that you can see, you give a visual cue of how your breath is, if it's consistent or not. So if you do, right, that's inconsistent. And so one of the things that can be very challenging, as a matter of fact, actually there are a lot of opera singers that literally just like didn't sing consonants. Pavarotti is particularly guilty of that in certain places. But what she's doing is she's honoring the consonants while also keeping the breath very, very consistent. It's not ba-dum-bum-bum, right? Da-dum-dum-da, right? She holds on that NG, relax, my love, right? All those singable consonants, she just kind of gives them a little bit more time. Said NG. It's not NG. Relax, my love. There's no NG on that. Whatever. Even it down. Eddie Vedder. I love Eddie Vedder jokes. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, that's so good. Will be. Whoa. All these little juicy moments, they're incredible. Is this one? Which one was it? It was this one. Oh boy. Oh. Marvelous. Marvelous. This is called throat gymnastics. All right, so the technical term for this is throat gymnastics. Obviously, I'm teasing a little bit, but what's going on here is incredible. So there is two different cartilages. There are two different cartilage pieces that can move within the larynx that will affect the difference between like belting and then more of like a classical going up, right? Like vibrato and all that stuff. So what she's doing here is she goes up using a cricoid tilt, which what that does is it will fatten the vocal folds, and that's what we associate with belt, right? The pressure builds up, and then it can go like that. And the danger of belt is that whoop, boom, right? The fat, there's a lot going on. It's really dramatic. But if you grow up doing it and you just do it, then it's fine. So she goes up, and listen to how in time with the piano she is, right? Incredible. What was I even talking about in the other one? I don't remember. I don't know why I keep making tritones out of things. No. This one. One of the things that I really like here is she's giving emphasis to the consonants, which will right? She holds on that. Gotcha. That's what that's about. All right. Oh, that's a long one. I do not know how to be concise. That's why I speed them up. So I speed these videos up. I have no idea how to be concise. All right, hold on. This is going to be... Which one was this? This was the... Yeah. Yep. She's on another level. She's so ridiculously good. And she's got a wonderful tone too. She's got power, but it's also, still beautiful. I really, 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 really dig. Chante. Is it pronounced with the French nasal? Does anyone know that? Chante versus chante? I imagine this probably doesn't use the French nasal. That would probably be pretty damn pretentious, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm waiting for these files to be done speeding up, but we'll move on. Because ain't nobody got time. Okay. Oh, swoon. What a miraculous singer. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Let me hear this without all of the bop, all the interruptions. For whatever reason, OBS struggles with this sort of a thing. So let's see here. No. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Oh! Oh my god. Never in my life have I heard a better decrescendo. I mean, it literally vanishes. It's so perfect. So there's a couple of there's reasons why this is quite difficult. Okay, so when we decrescendo, what we're usually doing is we're trying to lessen the breath pressure, but also thin the folds out at the same time, which there is a symbiotic relationship with that. Whoop. So this is what we call the Bernoulli effect. So if I take these two pieces of paper, yep. You see how they're coming together, and what that does, or what's happening rather, is that the air in between makes the breath pressure, the pressure of the air on the outside greater than the pressure on the inside. And that's kind of how the vocal folds work, is you gently let air in, and the folds will kind of come together. This one was, I think, this one. Oh, and then to do the aspirate on the end of that is so smart too. What was this? One of the things that I really like here is she's giving emphasis to the consonants, which will, make the phrases a little bit different, different little flavor. But what she's also doing that I really, really like is she is, the breath stays consistent. Really? Wow, we're that far back. From that sweet horn section, and then they just go to an intimate piano. Okay, so that was this one. Wow, we're really far back. My system is chugging. That's beautiful. Oh. Oh my god. So Did I already do this? I thought I already did this one. That's a pretty neato in a run like that. Yeah, that's the run. And then I thought this is where I talk about. So when you undo the thyroid cartilage tilt, right? If you this is the Adam's. Okay. Wow. We just way far back. Okay. So then that would be this one. I'm trying to organize all the files. I know this is about as interesting as watching paint dry. That's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Chante, way more interesting than myself, as if it needs to be said. Okay. And then I think this one that I have next is coming up right together. So the technical term for this is throat gymnastics. Associate with belt, right? The pressure builds up, and then I need to the thing that I used to speed up the footage a little bit makes the footage like super janky. Not good. So, you know, I'm working around it, I'm working with it, because you know, trying to improve, and you don't get better if you play it safe. Right? I have to take risks, or I'll never grow the channel. So effort is ugly, right? Oh my goodness, beautiful. I love it. One other thing too that we should listen for is that at the end, where she goes away from, you know, the vibrato and the thyroid cartilage tilt, she gives a huge aspirate, like a and what that does is it forces the folds open. It's like a reset. It's really smart. Which one is this? Is this the gymnastics? So the technical term for this is throat gymnastics. Okay. So then where we go at here? This is the decrescendo, I think, or horror. Oh my God, that's so good. That is absurd. That's so good. Oh my God. So the idea here, if we follow up on that logic, is it will be, right? And so that's what happens with a lot of less experienced singers when you have when you're trying to decrescendo, is you will flip the folds open into something more close to like a falsetto, and that does work. That does make things very quiet, but it's a very, very different tone, and that's not what we're hearing from her. Oh, I mean, come on, right? Come on. Sorry, Chante, but that's more than all right. So the way to practice this is just to go, no. And what you'll see and what you'll notice is that you have to have really expanded posture. Like, look at that posture. Super, super elegant posture there. She's out of this world, man. She's so fucking good. And the tone of her voice is boggles my mind. She is so good. I'm so glad. This is why I love, like, you know, a lot of people from conservator like YouTube, like, you know, I'm like, well, you know, not everyone has the ability to float money for 10 years, so that, you know, I can cover out the Met for not enough money. But even if I had the ability to do that, never like, in my life have I heard a better decrescendo. Even if I had the ability to do that, I would never have heard Chante. And okay, I gotta keep this a little secret. I am happy that I didn't pursue opera professionally because I did meet my wife, and that is obviously very good. You know, it's very good. But also, you know, Chante. Just saying. I'm glad my wife never watches my videos because these jokes, she'd just like drop kick me, which I deserve. What this one? What was this one? Never in my life have I heard a perfect. Never in my life have I heard a better decrescendo. I mean, it literally vanishes. It's so perfect. It's, oh man, this footage is so shoddy. It's so shoddy. It's really frustrating. Oh well. Here we are. Not much I can do about it, to be quite frank. It's not right now, because everything that I have on this one is everyone I have on this one is 48 FPS. So the only way to make it not shoddy is to bump it up to 60 frames per second. Nope, can't do it. Not when I filmed everything in 48. I actually wonder if I changed the default. I think I did experiment with this already. If I output it as 48 and I speed it up, it is a little better. It's a little better. It's not by much, though. Whatever. This is why we release as many videos as I do. Another thing, too, that we should listen for is that at the end, where she goes away from, you know, the vibrato and the thyroid cartilage tilt. Okay, yeah, that one is a little earlier. I should probably reserve, like, there's a lot of these, like I was, tomorrow I was going to do Patty and Leandra Johnson, because there are a couple of recordings that, they don't need to be edited down in order to monetize. They're just like flat out, like really accessible. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. What's it going on about? Yeah, these are nice, clipping them like this, because I can do it while I work in between phone calls. So I might do these more. I don't know, because it's kind of fun. It's one of my favorite things about all this is like talking to people. Not that anyone here needs to put anything in the chat. Like, if you're just here to hang out and chill, awesome. But I really, really, really enjoy talking to people while I'm filming. Even if it's just myself. Because, I mean, look at me. Is the decrescendo? No. This is the crescendo one. It will be... Let's see. You... Oh, come on now. I want that on a soundboard. That's so brilliant. That's so good. It's perfect. I don't think ever in my life have I heard that level of decrescendo. I mean, it's literally that good. Not exaggerating. It's absurd. Nope. Be all that. Okay. Wow, her use of the consonants there. Ooh. Ooh. Going brass. Oh. Nice. Yeah, so what I'm really enjoying is like she'll go from this. Oh. So she'll do that, right? She'll have this very kind of round sound. She'll not make it as brassy, and then she'll introduce brassiness. And it's really a smart way of going about things because you're never singing the same way twice, and that makes it a lot more interesting and compelling. But what I love about it is then she goes and does this. Wow, her use of the consonants there. Ooh, I mean, come on. Come on. Listen to the, oh, ugh. Wow, her use of the consonants there. I'm happy. I'm happy when I get to listen to singers. I really am. What I love too is that it's not overly brassy. Because that's a problem that people run into quite often. Is oh, I'll do something like what would be a good example? Okay. Okay, yeah, I can do even me those vocals. Try to call, right? That's covering an opera, right? That works there. That's the aesthetic there. What a lot of younger singers do, because there's a video of Pavarotti on YouTube actually saying explicitly that it sounds simple, but doing the covering stuff just takes 10 years. It took me that long, maybe even longer, to just do a vowel modification up there. But a lot of younger singers, they'll do try to call, right? And what happens here is that actually your soft palate's going down. Usually the jaw's jutting, the jaw's tight, right? And you can tell. This is a weird one. This is a lot of people are going to be like, really? But yeah, you can tell because look at my lips. Try to call. Ideally, you want an even box. Now, that is not to say, right? You look at her mouth shape, and the sides of the lips are the same as the height of the lips. It's the box, if you will. Now, this is not something you aspire to. You don't go like, I'm going to sing with the box. It's more like a tell. Are you singing correctly? Well, you're about to find out. And what I love about what she's doing is that she is delivering like different vowels, right? She goes from where she was at before and then goes into these really bright vowels. But if you notice the lips, it's flawless, right? It's not right, like a silly musical theater audition from hello my honey, hello my none of that stuff, right? Super bright but super even and balanced. Wow, her use of the consonants there. The consonants there. Right? There's balance. her posture is immaculate. The back of her neck is like unreal posture. Super good. I think one of the favorite examples I have for like ridiculously good posture, which people forget is a super fundamental part of singing. Like if I haven't stretched and done a little whatever with my body, I actually just don't sing. Because why? Why would I do that, right? All I would need to do is do a little bit of movement, get my torso loose, make sure my posture is good and not janky, and then singing is easy. Well, easier. I couldn't do this, but like, you know, it's definitely easier when you can do that. And for me, I would argue, because I have such tension, I think it's quite literally impossible if I don't. So what I'm really enjoying is like she'll go from this. Oh, so she'll do that, right? She'll have this very kind of round sound. She'll not make it as brassy, and then she'll introduce brassiness. And it's really a smart way of going about things, because you're never singing the same way twice, and that makes it a lot more interesting and compelling. But what I love about it is then she goes and does this. I'm like a giant child. Okay, I thought my boss reached out. Don't tell my boss I'm streaming on YouTube. Don't do it. Oh, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing at work? Are you doing anything interesting? Yeah, not working. I'm live streaming. Boom. Taking life by the horns. Okay, Belt. All right. Yeah, buddy. At first, I was nervous that I wouldn't like this clipping thing, because obviously, if I can just sit here and listen to it with you all, obviously that's better, right? Inarguably better. But so what I'm really enjoying is like she'll go from this. Oh, so she'll do that, right? She'll have this. Actually, check this shit out. Yeah. Wow, her use of the consonants there. Swoon. Anyway, yeah, going on about the clips. Yeah, there we go. The appeal to doing it this way. So I get to hear the clips over and over and over again, which is nice. That's actually helpful to me. I'm also not in such a rush where I feel like I have to pause and comment and everything, because the more I comment, the more of the video I get to keep, right? I don't aspire to sit there passively and listen to another singer, so I can simply, I don't even know if I'd profit because all the copyright claim stuff, but like, I don't know. I feel like that's, maybe I don't appreciate reacts and like what people want from reacts, but I don't feel right sitting down, listening to this woman work and listening to the years of training that she has had. And I just sit there and I'm like, hi, watch my video where I'm actually just sitting and watching a great singer. I don't know, something about that doesn't sit right on me, so that's why I talk too much. Okay, Belt. All right. Little giddy. Oh boy. So that, yeah, that makes me very happy. That is marvelous. We're just gonna listen to it one more time. Okay, Belt. All right. Ooh, ooh. There is so much to like about that. Hell, I'm loving it. Forget what, is that copyrighted? I don't even know. Something about bada-boo-boo. So what's, oh, okay, I'm very excited. So the reason why I find that incredible is one, it is, but two, she goes for this nice, strong belt. Then, like, she has that cricoid cartilage tilt. Then it starts to untilt, and then the thyroid cartilage tilts. And if you remember what we talked about, the thyroid cartilage gives you that vibrato. And then from there, she flips into falsetto by using the aspirate. Remember how we said, like, that can be kind of reset? That's what she does, and then goes into, like, this falsetto. You get everything with this woman. It's amazing. All right. Okay, Belt. All right. That is nice. That's nuts. I love it. So in order to get that, in order to achieve that, you need to do what's called an aspirate abrupt. So to get that reset, it's ha, ha, right? And that blows the folds open. And then the abrupt part comes from the fact that I put a lot of air behind it, and so I get less of a vertical and more of a flat line. Definitely more visible on this part right here. And then there's the aspirate gradual, which is right? There's that V, it's that longer V. And so she's playing with that. You know, she's not just doing abrupt, gradual. She's kind of playing with it a little bit. It's really cool. So what I'm really enjoying is, like, she'll go from this about is then she goes and does this. Wow, her use of the consonants there. Ooh. You look at her mouth shape, and the sides of the lips are that stuff, right? Super bright, but super even and balanced. Who sings like this, you know? This level of ability is it's a treasure. And it's a shame that people, you know, like, you know, people like what they like. Right? If you want to go and listen to Taylor Swift, you know, more power to you, but your opinion is wrong. I have no idea how. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I just listen to music for different reasons, like, you know, better reasons. All right. I was planning to do a couple more, but it looks like we're just gonna have to we're gonna begin and end on Chante. Not mad about it at all. In order to get that, in order to achieve that, you need to do what's called an aspirate abrupt. To get that reset, it's ha ha, right? The problem with speeding my voice up like that is that this one. Okay, Belt. All right, that's the right one. That's the right one. I don't even know what I was talking about. Not important. Swoon. No, Mariah? Probably not. I have past bedtime for this one. Average baby is 7 pounds. Dang. Sorry I didn't get to the chat. I thought I was checking it out and I didn't see it. But it doesn't look like Mariah. I thought I was going to be able to get to Mariah. But it doesn't look like I'll be able to get to Mariah because I like to talk way too much. But yeah. Just not okay, so no one needs to buy any of this. I'm super excited about how stupid silly the merch stuff is. Like it makes me giddy. You know, given it's like a recession, no one is gonna buy this thing, and that's fine. It's just like totally it's worth the meme. It's worth the meme. Nice. Okay, yeah, it's in a JPEG. And then I can do this. And voila. So this is what I love here. This makes me happy. Needs mayo. Got some tears going on there. And on the other side of that, we have chronically Caucasian. Put all dramatic in the same style as my thumbnails. So I'm having fun. Should you buy a $20 mug? Probably not. You probably shouldn't do that. Should you buy the $35 hoodie? You're out of your fucking mind. I wish I had your money. Right? Yeah, so no Mariah today. Anyway. Where was I? I was doing something, and I forgot. Because I talked about my merch. Merch drop. I've officially turned into a D-bag YouTuber. Okay, Belt. Alright. Amazing. Swim. She's so damn good. That makes me very happy. That is marvelous. We're just gonna listen to it one more time. Okay, Belt. All right. Ooh, there is so much to like about that. Hell, I'm loving it. What is that copyrighted? I don't even know. So what's okay? I'm very excited. So the reason why I find that incredible is one, it is, but two, she goes for the whoopsies. You don't get to finish talking. Because we got videos to make. Massage videos. In order to get that, in order to achieve that, you need to do what's called an aspirate abrupt. To get that reset, it's I talked about this before here, but that's so good. Oh my god. So the idea here, if we follow up on that lot. Okay. I'm getting this like weird, like windy sound. And I'm not sure if it's because like I'm covering it and then there's this resonance. I'm not sure. It's frustrating. I worked super hard on getting a nice clean sound. And all I hear is like noise. It's frustrating. Right. And then I think, yeah, this is where I expanded on this. It will be right. Okay, we're almost done. This took way longer than it should have, but... Ooh, even a little nasal. Okay. It's like my second time watching it, and everything I hear is like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Love that. And she tilts her head up a little bit. Is cool as well for its own reasons. Okay, so we will talk about the whistle, but there is other things in that phrase that are still interesting. If you notice, she's kind of she cranes her neck like this, and you hear a little bit of nasal, very intentional. And what's nice when you do that, and this might not be what she did on purpose, but this is something to take note of, and it's smart, and you should use it. What she's doing there is she's nasalizing. She's which does give a little bit more of that, you know, kind of bitey sound, but it also has another effect. More air will leave faster without causing the pitch to go down, which means that the whistle, which is going to take so little air, it's ridiculous. It's going to take so little air, and so to do that kind of a dump of air and then go up to the whistle, I mean 200 IQ. Take that, Einstein. I guess Einstein was cool too. I think I'm doing Mariah tomorrow, right? What I might do is I might like take a break after, because I'm stuck in front of this computer until 11 anyway. So I might just take a break and then do Mariah. And then SZA, because I was supposed to do 3 videos today, and I didn't. Clearly, yeah. My goal is to put out. Man, yeah, like 15 videos a day, including shorts. So like I'll do a stream, you know, something like that. I'll just do a stream and. When these clips come together, I'll probably just clip them up in OBS. I'm in this YouTube partner Discord. I think the largest creator in that specific Discord is at like 500,000 subs. Like some really, there's some. Oh, excuse me, God, that was gross. There are some sizable channels in there, and you know, people get really salty about like, you know. Oh, you know, this video is such low quality. Why is this doing this, and why is this doing better? And I should work more on like planned content. And I'm going to do that. The whole like I'm opera singer learns this, opera singer challenge that. That will the collection of that will turn into larger videos. Bit. It's funny to hear. Like, they're like, oh man, you know, upload a day, that's really tough. I'm like, yeah. No, it's not. Not when you're clever like me. I got a bunch of tricks. Brazil, so it's 104. Come back for Mariah. Oh, well, I didn't consider that, man. That's literally inconsiderate on my part. I actually didn't think about that. I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize people were like staying up for that's. I mean, that's humbling. No, I should remember that people are gonna do that, and then do it. That's I would have never figured that. Come on now. Should take an inhale after that. My face. It's ridiculous. Oh, decrescendo on a whistle? No! Get out of here! That one's my favorite. That was my favorite. Okay, so we will talk about the whistle. Like that, Einstein. I guess Einstein was cool too. Now, you'll probably notice, like, if you play that back, that she does do an inhale, but look at her posture and the difference. So the way she's managing the whistle is she's actually not doing a big inhale, which gives you the same effect, right? So she's tightening her abdomen a little bit. She's not clenching. She's not clenching. Just exhaling naturally and kind of moves that stomach in, and you'll notice her posture gets a little crumpled, right? And what that does is it will allow for a smaller inhale. And so I'll usually, if you hear the breath, like, that's a very shallow breath, and in a lot of instances, that's not what you want to do. But in this instance, it allows her to hit these really absurdly high notes because she is not like gasping in a bunch of air and then having to get rid of it. So it's pretty neat. What a wonderful song too, right? Catchy. Oh, decrescendo on a whistle. I got excited. I swear, it's like every time I want to, every time I feel super tired and I'm worried about, like, oh my god, is the stream going to be entertaining? Is the video going to be boring? Feels pretty good today. When I listen to someone like really extraordinary, especially if I'm new to them, it's pretty easy to get my energy back. Okay, so why is a decrescendo on a whistle difficult? Well, first of all, if there was any doubt, you are in trouble. I don't know with who, but you're in trouble. The reason why a decrescendo on a whistle is so difficult is because the folds are already very thin. So that's one element, is how do you thin them out even more, but also keep that little hole in the vocal folds so that you get that whistle effect, but also have enough breath so that you don't flip the vocal folds, so you need to use even less breath, and it's just insane. It's insane. This is gonna sound sappy, but like a lot of times when I, what is this? Oh, this is the replay, right? A lot of times when I, you know, it sounds sappy, but like, you know, life can give you lemons sometimes, and you know, hard times come to pass, right? They're not here to stay; they come to pass. But, you know, there's little bumps. Still extraordinarily lucky. Like I'm not in a bad way at all. Some bumps. And then I listen to singing like this, and I'm like, man, the world is a beautiful place sometimes, and it just makes me fucking happy. And that is why I don't actually need mayonnaise. Don't need. I just want it because black pepper is spicy. That's not true. I actually really like spicy food. But it's funnier to make mayo jokes. Mayonnaise. Radically Caucasian. That's going to be the merch drop. That we're going to touch at the end of this video. Hold on. Where did it go? I had it here. Really silly. Where did I have it? Where did I have it? I don't even know where I put it. I don't know where I put the darn thing. Oh, you know what? I think I put it in my drive. So I wanted to edit it because it's a hot mess. It was good, and then I just messed up this one part, and it just feels bad. It is unfortunate. Where is this? Chante. Singing. Chante. Clever. Nope. Okay. What am I going on about? What am I going on about? Right, I'm looking for the Chronically Caucasian call to action merge. Is this it? I'm about to find out. That should be some sort of hyper copyright thing, and I'm just gonna get my channel nuked. Nope, that's not it. But it is also not dangerous. Where are you at? You here? No. That's not. No, because I filmed that today. Where did I put it? It's like, so I made it like basically like, are you struggling with depression? That sort of like, I'm not a bad person. But I made it about being chronically Caucasian, so I just don't know where I put it. Oh, no. Beautiful. Is this it? No, that's not it. Don't know where I put it. I do not know from whence it came. Or from where it went, rather. Here? Oh. What'd I do with it? What did I do with it? Let me check jump cuts. Did I delete it? I might have deleted it, thinking like, oh, I'm not going to use that. It's too bad, but screw it. Screw it. We're going to find it, and it's going to be brilliant, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to be very happy about it, because it's a meme. Where is the recycle bin? Come on, recycle. I bet it's in the recycling bin. Oh my goodness. There is a lot in here that is recycling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. This... What is that? No. 62 bytes, there's no way that's it. Oh my god, I have so many freaking screenshots in my output. That's silly. Very silly. Is it? I'm gonna be so mad if I deleted it. I'm gonna be so mad. I think I put it in my shorts clip thing. Oh, yo, someone became a member. Oh my goodness, how did I miss that? Yo, when did that happen? Holy crap, thank you. I need to get alerts. That's what I need. I need to get alerts. That's not cool that I missed that. I'm sorry about that, but thank you so much for the support. Man. Super appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I need to get alerts. Let me write that down. That's not okay that I missed that. That's awesome. That's super cool. What is going on? What am I doing in the Sam Hill? Right. Short clips. Really? 04? I have a GoPro that I thought I would be able to use, and I actually was using it for a little bit, but for whatever reason it is not working anymore, and that makes me sad. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Okay, there's this one little tiny blip.
It's an epidemic.
This is it right here. Did I get? You know what? I should play it from its actual source. This is what I do in my spare time, and this is why my family is disappointed in me. That's not true. My family is very supporting and they're lovely. Here. This is the video.
Taking the world by storm. Those affected lose hope and have trouble getting back to their lives.
Thought it was fine. I didn't think anything was wrong.
Except something is very wrong. Tears. They do not lie.
I was in the grocery aisle, it's just staring at me.
A condition that affects 30% of the world.
I couldn't help myself. I'm not a bad person.
Copious amounts of mayonnaise are ingested by those struggling with the disease.
I just get back to my... I was amused. Is that also 48? Nice. It's also 48. Good. Makes it easy. Did I already miss the SZA? Yeah, I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. I always get carried away. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do 3 videos. I'm super organized. And then I hear like Chante open her mouth. And I'm like, yo, hold on. Go away, because we have work to do. Oh, goodness me. I've been waiting for this footage.
You'll probably notice, like, if you play that back, that she does do an inhale, but look at her posture and the difference. So the way she's managing the whistle is she's actually like, gasping in a bunch of air and then.
Okay.
Okay, so why is the decrescendo on a whistle difficult? Well, first of all, if there was any doubt, you are in trouble. I don't know with who, but you're in trouble. The reason why a decrescendo on a whistle is so difficult is because the folds are already very thin.
Such a shame that these are so janky. I think the second I change them away from their initial FPS, their initial frames per second, it just goes wrong, and I'm not sure why. But usually when you do like a frame skip, which is what that is it goes faster because I frame skip it. Usually what ends up happening is that you lower the amount of frames within the shot itself. And is it rescaling? Is that what's happening? Oh, no. Okay, yeah. But I have a way to force it to stay at 60 frames. I didn't implement it here. Which stinks. Oh, it's my wife's movie night. Like, what is that noise in the background? What is that noise in the background? I'm the fastest content creator on the West. I might actually.
This can't be kosher. My dog wants to see what's up. She's like, whoa, we got a whistle here? What's this?
That's true, actually. She was like, what is going on? She came over. It was great. Ooh. Ooh. That rasp. Ooh, that go. Ooh, and that is what we call having a loss for words. So, the reason why that's good and totally worth the Elmer Fudd impression. Does anyone even remember Looney Tunes? I feel old. Anyway, the reason why this is awesome, because it's awesome, is that she's doing this thing that requires extremely little breath. She is using her false folds and rubbing them together to create that distortion. And if you want to know how that feels, it's actually quite difficult. So if you go as you're exhaling, go to like stop your exhale, right? Hold your breath, all right? But do it slowly, and what you'll feel is that there's this closing feeling, like, and that closing feeling is that's the false folds coming together. And so in order for that, if you're doing it, right, it doesn't feel good, right? And so the only way you can make that work is by using a ton of support to basically suspend the amount of air that is coming out. It's very, very, very exact, even though it sounds like, yeah, all that stuff. It sounds great. It sounds gritty, but it's very, very technical. First time ever listening to how they pronounce SZA, and they write her name written. Yeah, no. If you go listen to my first react, it's hilarious. I'm like, SZA. I get a lot of people's names wrong initially. I felt bad because like Keisha Charmaine is a regular guest. Very, very, very intelligent businesswoman. Her content is based on like dreadlocks and locks care, and it's great stuff. Like natural. There's a study. I won't go on too long about this because this is out of my. I'll stay in my lane, but there's a study done where a lot of hair chemical stuff, leads to hair loss and can be carcinogens. Carcinogens? I think that's the word. So the fact that she has like lock care and products that are all natural really help, especially because her message is you don't need, like, you can use that hairstyle. So I have a lot of respect for it. I think she was a model, if I recall. She was a model and then worked her way out of that by being a content creator. It's really, really smart woman. Very intelligent. And I learned quite a bit from her. So, can you look at the video from Hiss? That is, I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to get a lot of sleep tonight. I have a doctor's note for tomorrow. So Thursdays are like the least busy days of my job. So it's like, it's the least busy days. So I have a doctor's note because I have to go get something looked at. I don't think it's probably not a non-issue, but we'll see. So I'll have the entire day. I just have to leave for the doctor's at 4. So the beatbox tune, that's the plan. That's the plan. See if I get there. I should be able to get there. I talk so much, man. I'm really, really happy that I got this like speed up script because I think my dog is sniffing under there. She's like, "Let me in." But yeah, the speed up script is really, really nice. Helps a lot because then I don't have to. It makes the video pacing better and that it's faster. And I did figure out how to make it less janky. It just won't apply for this video. But yeah. Excuse me. You are going to get some ads on you. You need some ads. Don't mind me, I'm doing some housekeeping. I'm putting a little ads on the videos. Which I do really quickly, actually. No, what? Still not ready? I'm not. That's not cool. Anyway, all right. So much for that. But yeah, these speed up things really help the pacing. And it will definitely look like a hot mess at first. So. Is it super tasteless to do like a blatant merch drop? I don't know. I gotta get over. It's always weird, like selling shit. It's always super weird. I'm not good at like being comfortable with it. I used to be. I was actually in sales, but then I got a job at Trader Joe's. And it was a 180 on it was a 180 in my perspective of how to run a business. The amount of effort put into the branding was insane. And I drank that Kool-Aid. Because I felt like
You basically, you get people to buy your shit by being good to them, right? Okay,
Like
this
that.
can't be kosher. My dog wants to see what's up. She's like, whoa, 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 we gotta... Come on. Come on. So fresh, I could put it on a salad. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This woman is next level. Oh, my God. Is this one the grindy one? That fry. Look at that. Listen to that. That distortion. Let's go. Fun facts, I am way better at delivering to the camera when it is not 12 hours into my workday. So I applied. I've been sitting down in front of this machine so much. I lost a lot of weight. I was working at Trader Joe's and I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. And I am 150. I don't actually know the last time I was like this weight. I can't remember. I think it's been like 2 decades where like I'm looking and I'm like, I'm tiny. I'm 150 right now. And that just happened because I was you know, Trader Joe's is a very, very physical job. Very physical. So I, you know, not having to do that anymore was great, but now I'm not working out. Right? So I got another problem. So I applied for a dishwasher position where I can just put on headphones, walk around, stand up, move a little bit, and then go home. And I can walk to work too. It's nice. So, you know. Oh boy, that puts me I would be a morning shift there or an evening shift. Then I would come back and do tech phone calls and probably make videos at the later hours, like how I'm doing now. So it's a lot, but it's not so bad. It's a lot, but it's not so bad. Because it's all balanced, right? Like I get my physical work in, I'm part-time, or hopefully I'm only part-time. I haven't gotten the job yet, but the owner's friends with my wife, and my resume is extremely appropriate. I have a lot of food experience. So, and they're really, really lenient. So I'm gonna do that, and that'll be like a nice like get up and do physical things, because after doing manual labor, it's kind of weird to go to a gym and be like, take my money, I'm paying you to work hard. What kind of weird, you know what I mean? Like if you come from manual labor and you're like, huh, and you're like, you get paid to work hard, right? So why am I gonna go to a gym? Never again, I think, would I ever pay a lot of money for a gym. I go with my wife every now and then because it's quality time, but it's a weird premise, I feel. And so that's where I'm at there. Yeah. So I do physical stuff at the idea is that I'll do physical stuff at the dishwashing job. Then I will come home, and it depends when I start with the dishwashing job. But I will come home and then I will do tech phone calls. And then during the dead times when there's like no tech phone calls, I'll be doing what I'm doing here. I'm on the clock. I only get paid when I'm on the phone. Have you heard a phone call? So that's why I'm doing it, because like, you know, if they're like, I don't know. I don't think they care as long as you answer the phone when it does ring. So, but yeah, I'm getting way less calls than I was promised that I would. But again,
making it work. Kind of like the challenge, actually, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Okay. Wow, finally. Finally, we're done with the video. Wow. We're finally done. That took too long. But the good news is that now we can look at some other stuff. The SZA one, I don't think will take that long. The reason why this one took as long as it did is because it's super exciting. I get carried away. When I'm really into it, I get carried away. I lose track of time. But yeah, no, it's an absolute pleasure to listen to her. And also, you know, I like talking to y'all too. It's nice. It's fun. Good time. Nope. Delete jump cut. Nice. We're gonna move things to the jump cut folder. Yeah, buddy. Getting better with the kick drum. I'm super excited I started recording again. It's really, really, really fun for me. And it's slow pressure. Live performance is just stressful. It's just stressful. Much prefer recording. I'm like, I subscribe to Glenn Gould. The logic, not the channel. Glenn Gould felt as though recording was a more honest form of musical expression, because it's not so, you get to like work on it and craft it. And that might sound like he just couldn't play live, but he's actually one of the best Bach pianists ever. Each finger on Glenn Gould's hand was a singer. I swear, the voices, he's so precise. Can we play Glenn Gould? Probably not. But he was so precise, and he would do fugues. And fugues are, it's you take the melodic idea and you just kind of like mix and match it. And there are usually 4 or 5 voices in a fugue. What would be a famous one? Yeah. Anyway, I can't really think of one. What he would do with the fugues is, you know, there would be the soprano, alto, bass, tenor, like breakdown, right, in the registers. Obviously not, it's piano still, but that's the idea. And then he would give all of these melodies, like you just isolate any single line of music and any of the separate parts, and it's perfect. It's like if someone sat down for a long time and just really worked on a single voice and played that single voice. But he was also on the spectrum, almost certainly on the spectrum. I'd be shocked. I think it's just, I think it's safe to assume Glenn Gould was on the spectrum. Do another one. I think I'm gonna take a break and then do like SZA or something like that, because that is a really poppin'. I should never fucking use that word again. Just destroyed it. But that's a very, very big video right now. It's in the top 10 of the charts. So, or at least on YouTube, which is what, you know, I go by. So it's cool too. It's more chill. Like this I just get hype over, but oh, I have a Stephanie Mills idea.
83 from the Wiz. Did I not? When I have comment parsed up high? That's where that is. Oh well, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break, and I'll be back, and we'll do SZA. We might get to Mariah. I don't know. When it's 11, I'm done. I'm done when it's 11. So anyway, well, see you. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thank you to the member. I'm so sorry I missed that. I need to get alerts badly.